Open your mouth.
Whoa, hey! Hello, and welcome to Please Don't Hate Christmas. Hi, Baldurs. This is the Yandere dating sim where you go and visit your childhood friend for the holidays. But after such a long time, he really has changed as a person. Let's get started. It's so dark and cold. What is this place? I can't see anything. This is great. This is not how I thought I'd be spending my holidays. I feel dizzy. What's on the floor? Is that blood? Why? Whose blood is this? What the hell is going on? Why is there a Santa hat here? Well, look, to be honest, Yinny, in terms of naughty and nice, I think based on all the comments you made in all your previous videos, you solely sit in the naughty camp, so maybe that's why you're here.
You're awake.
Hey, you're finally awake. You.
Don't be afraid. I'll take good care of you.
How about you go away?
I'll protect you. I promise.
I don't need protecting. Except for from you.
Go to sleep, my dear.
Don't tell me what to do. It is 4 AM and I am ungovernable. Office. I think I might move myself. Maybe I don't have to yet. This place is driving me crazy. I hadn't slept much for several days, with a big pair of dark eye circles under my eyes. I want to go home, take a hot bath, eat what I want, and play all the games I love.
Oh my god, that dress is cute! I've never seen you wear that before.
Oh yeah! It's for the Christmas trip to Japan. I practically went into debt buying this new wardrobe.
You know, why would you go into debt buying a new dress?
It's totally gonna be so fun! I can't wait! My boyfriend's coming too, but he wanted to fly on a separate plane or something, so he bought his own ticket.
That is so strange. Anyway, see you later.
Why do we seem to live in a different world while working in the same studio? I'd also like to take a vacation if I could. Indeed, I've not taken any leave for a long time or gone on any trip for a very long time. I am even thinking of just quitting my job. Message notice. It's Albert. Albert Claus. He was my childhood friend. Though we haven't seen each other for a long time, we kept in touch. We all grew up in a place called Snowflake Island, and Albert's family has managed Snowflake Island for generations. I made a cute snowman. It's too cute. Albert, how are you doing? Yinny. Well, it's still the same, nothing special. But I've recently returned to Snowflake Island. Puddles, you are a menace. Oh, really? Aren't you always out of town? I'm a bit bored anyway, so I'm back. And since my second brother's out of the country, I'm managing Snowflake Island for now. Oh my god, I haven't been back in a long time either. Why didn't I take a break too? I immediately wrapped up the work on my hands and asked my boss for a leave of absence. I haven't had a vacation in 3 years, so would I be turned down? But then...
Hey, I know you've been really struggling at work and need a break.
I sure have been.
But as you probably know, many of your colleagues have already taken leave.
And?
So I hope, as a producer, you can hold on for just a little longer.
How about you hold on to these nuts?
I'll make it up to you, I swear. The company really needs you.
Well, if you really needed me, you treat me better, otherwise I'm quitting right now. I knew it. Leave this place. Whoa, that seems very abrupt. No, I need to treat myself better. A voice inside keeps telling me to go back. I'm sorry, but I'll have to resign if you won't let me take time off.
You're kidding, right?
Hell no. Do I look like I'm kidding? I mean it. In fact, I just finished writing my notice. Sayonara.
Hey, wait a minute!
Ignoring my boss's shout, I returned to my seat to gather my things. Albert, I'm going back to Snowflake Island too. For real? Aren't you busy at work? I decided to quit my job. I can't believe I haven't had a vacation in 3 years. I'm afraid I'll go crazy if I stay any longer. Wow, am I dreaming? I can't wait to see you. Yeah, but you can't wait. You know what? I'm super happy. Wait, let me ask Mr. Greg to prepare a helicopter to pick you up. What? No, I'm already on the train. What? Damn it, I can't believe I didn't think of that. I should have chartered the train to and from Snowflake Island. Hey, don't waste your money like this. Why not? I could spend all my money for you. I mean, I wouldn't mind a present or two. Stop that. Then I'll pick you up at the train station later. I can't wait to meet you. The scenery outside the window was so dreamy that I couldn't believe I had resigned. What a nice breeze. I regret I didn't let myself go on vacation earlier. I've been back for less than 10 years. What's become of Snowflake Island? I was originally an orphan dropped on the shores of Snowflake Island not long after I was born. Fortunately, a kind couple, my adopted parents, took me home. They used to run a coffee shop on Snowflake Island, but unfortunately they died in an accident when I was in elementary school. After that, I lived with my adopted parents' relatives, but they suddenly disappeared when I was in high school. At the end, I left Snowflake Island. Can you imagine if all the disasters that befell my family prior was because Albert wanted to just kill people? I hope things haven't changed after all these years. Why didn't I come back earlier? There's still some time before the station. What should I do? Send a message to Albert. I haven't been back in a long time. It feels so unbelievable. Do you feel the same way? I guess. But I've been away for less time than you, so I feel okay with that. Speaking of which, why'd you suddenly want to come back? Because of you. Oh, so you miss me that much? Of course. We haven't seen each other for a long time. And I don't think there's anyone I know on Snowflake Island anymore. Never mind. You have me. That's enough. I will give you a happy vacation, I promise. You don't need to do that. Read the train's flyer. Is this a promotional leaflet for Snowflake Island? Let me take a look. Snowflake Island is a small island in the north owned by the Claus family, and everything on the island is managed by said family. Snowflake Island is very welcoming to foreign visitors, and there are a variety of attractions and facilities on the island, so be sure to come and see them. Next page. Snowflake Island's playground. The giant library on Snowflake Island. Claus Mansion on Snowflake Island. The shopping street. Next page. The urban legend of Snowflake Island. The Christmas butcher who appeared on Christmas Eve. The urban legend that once terrified the residents of Snowflake Island. Legend has it that a mad killer butcher dressed in Christmas clothes appears to cut people down on Christmas night. Although it's unknown where the legend has been spread, since there was a murder on the island at Christmas, it is unknown. And there was a time when the islanders were afraid to even go out and celebrate Christmas. But that was a long time ago. And now it's just an urban legend used to scare children. Now, I feel a little tired. Maybe I should take a nap.
I've been waiting for you.
Okay.
Come here, my dear.
You know what? If you don't stop behaving normally, I will fight you. Finally! It's just the same as before. I still love this place so much.
Hey!
Oh, he's so cute. Forget all your weird behavior. That's all water under the bridge now. Do you come here often? What size bra do you wear? He hugged me tightly before I could see his face clearly.
So good to see you!
Hey, Albert. I haven't noticed he's grown so tall in the photo he sent me. He became so strong too. Yinny.
I missed you so much!
Wait. I pushed away from him slightly. Oh my god. He looks even better in person. Oh, the blush.
What's the matter? Didn't you miss me?
It's not that. It's just that I'm not used to seeing you like this.
Like, what?
Handsome, breasting boobily, absolutely schlanging it. You've grown so tall. You've become a lot more, well, masculine since the last time I saw you.
You've gotten even more beautiful too.
I guess your sweet tongue hasn't changed much.
I only do that with you.
Got it.
Give me your luggage. I'll carry it for you.
No, it's heavy.
That's all the more reason for me to take it.
Yeah, you'll be taking something else later.
I'm not the same little brother I used to be.
Look at that smile. It really is a waste for him not to be an idol. He's so pretty. We arrive at the entrance plaza of Snowflake Island. It wasn't too crowded, but we still saw a lot of tourists around. It's the peak season for Snowflake Island. Shouldn't you be very busy as a temporary island master?
But I cleared my schedule when I heard you were coming.
What? What about all your work?
Well, most of it's done. And I got the rest of it all assigned to other people.
You really are amazing. Albert has been so good since the old days that almost nothing can get in his way. We obviously haven't seen each other for so long, and he still made time for me. He's the only person in the world who's been so good to me.
Did you book a place to stay? Your old house isn't here anymore, you know.
I know. I've already booked a room in a hotel. It's the one near the library.
Is that so?
Oh, what's with the darkening of the eyes? What?
You should have asked me about it first.
What? Why?
Nothing. Before you get settled, I want you to come with me somewhere. I've got a surprise for you.
Although it has been a long time, I still know my way around the island very well. Not to mention the place where I used to come most often. I know this road.
You sure do.
The cafe in front of me is my adoptive parents' cafe, and it's the same as before, as if it's always open. Why? Wasn't it all abandoned on that day?
I had it refurbished.
Oh.
Luckily, there were still photos from when the place was still in business, so I tried to restore it to how it was before.
The Christmas tree!
Yeah.
Oh, I miss this. Santa Cafe. Oh, do I have to use my child voice? Don't worry, I got this. Hey! What are you doing? He's the little son of the Claus family. Why is he crying? What's wrong with you? Why did you kick my Christmas tree?
I hate Christmas!
Okay, God, there is no need to yell. Doesn't mean you can kick someone else's stuff. I'm gonna tell my mom and dad.
Mom? Dad?
Stop it! I pushed him to the ground in order to stop him. That's enough. Oh, okay, well now I made a child cry. I'm sorry. I was just trying to stop you. Yeah, well you know what? You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. Oh my god, I made it even worse. How about I make you some hot chocolate?
Hot chocolate?
I hope it's okay. It's the only drink I know how to make. Come on, give me your hand. But don't tell my mom and dad. The next day, I'm gonna open the door. Why are you here again?
Here you go, for the hot chocolate.
The boy handed me the money without saying a word. I don't need it. Just go. My mom's watching. Didn't I say not to tell my mom and dad? Then they'll know. He ignored me. slipped me the money and walked into the shop. Hey!
I have a name, by the way. It's Albert. What's your name?
Yinny?
I like that name.
Yeah, I bet you do.
Here, drink your hot chocolate.
That's how Albert came to the cafe every day and asked me to make hot chocolate for him. And that's how we became friends. He became cheerful too.
What are you thinking about?
Your mom? I was just remembering how we met.
Don't even think about that. I don't want you to remember me that way.
Why? You were so cute. Especially that little face you made when you cried.
No! No!
Do you still hate Christmas as much as you used to?
Well, Christmas with you isn't the worst.
At least I got that.
How about you? Do you still like Christmas?
I don't know. I guess I've been too busy to celebrate these days. I haven't celebrated Christmas in a very long time. I hope it's a bit different this year though. Anyway, why did you renovate the cafe?
You've always talked about inheriting the cafe someday. Even though you left Snowflake Island, I figured you might come back one day. I wanted to make sure the cafe was in good hands until then. Do you like it?
My mind went blank. I've just left the hell of my work for many years and it's like a dream. I never thought Albert had prepared me for this.
Are you crying? Why are you crying?
Overwhelmed with emotion. No, I was laughing at you being such a crybaby, but I guess it made me cry too. My stress burst like a balloon and tears instantly flooded my eyes.
Are you alright? You don't like it? I hope I didn't bring back a bad memory or something. I swear I didn't mean to.
No, I'm happy. You know, I've been so stressed lately. I haven't had a vacation in a while. I never get enough sleep. The fact that someone thought so much about me, it just made me cry. And seeing the cafe after a long time, I've been thinking about it a lot. I should have come back earlier. I thought no one in the world cared about me anymore. Thank you, Albert. I'm glad you're here for me.
Think nothing of it. I love you. And I'm glad you quit your job. Because now you can inherit the shop. Hey, come on now. No crying.
He touched my head.
So, will you inherit the shop?
I'll have to think about it. I know it's what I've always wanted, and I love that you did all this for me. But I need to think about it.
Of course. Get some rest and enjoy your vacation first.
I saw that. Don't you think I didn't see that creepy Yandere expression?
You have plenty of time to think it over. No hurry.
Thank you, Albert.
Come on. Let's go to your hotel.
What? It's all full.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but there's nothing I can do.
But I booked a room. Why is it full? But I thought there were still a few rooms left when I booked.
I'm awfully sorry, but the website must not have updated in time. Try checking in again later. Once again, I'm sorry for the inconvenience.
Well, I guess that's the end of that.
Sorry. I should have ordered a room for you ahead of time.
Oh, no, it's not your fault, but I do still need a place to stay.
Well, if you're okay with it, you could stay at my place. You know, it's a huge house. There's tons of room.
Would that really be okay?
Of course. You could stay however long you want.
Nothing over a night.
Whatever you say. Come on, let's go home.
Albert! At that moment, I completely missed the eye contact between Albert and the hotel staff. I'd forgotten that he had a whole hotel floor for himself. That's sus.
I'm back!
Young master, welcome back. Miss, welcome to you as well.
Greg, I haven't seen you in so long. Mr. Greg, hello. It's been a long time. It's good to see that you look as healthy as ever.
Thank you, miss.
Greg, she'll be staying with us for the night. Get her room ready.
As ordered.
Are you sure it's not too much trouble for you?
Of course not. In fact, I'd love it if you relied on me more. Like the old days.
Albert?
Alright. It's getting late. You must be tired. Hurry up and get some rest in your room. We'll have dinner later.
Thanks. After dinner at Albert's house, we slept in our respective rooms. Wow, this bed is enormous. The room is so big and the balcony is so luxurious. I came here to play when I was a kid, but I still think his house is way over the top. I remember the forest outside and now it's all covered in snow. It's chilly though. I should close the window. Footsteps? Who could be out there this late? A sense of unease washes over me, and I knew the footsteps were coming from the balcony. I quietly opened the cloth curtain, afraid something might appear. Okay, the balcony door is closed tight. Oh, good lord. However, when I opened the balcony, nothing appeared outside. I couldn't help but breathe a sigh of relief. If something jump scares me right now, I am going to cry. Could it just be some wild animals? Just as I was about to close the cloth curtain, there was something concerning in the snow. It's a Christmas hat. There were also some messy footprints on the ground. I would think it was Santa Claus like the other kids if it was just a regular place, but this is Snowflake Island. I first thought of the urban legend circling on Snowflake Island about the Christmas butcher that appears every Christmas month. No way, it's just an urban legend. What is going on here? Either way, the hat and footprints look suspicious. However, there's a voice in my head. Go on, follow it. No way. Knock, knock.
Are you asleep?
Why did you say it like that? Follow the footprints or respond to Albert? Well, because we have no self-preservation whatsoever, let's follow the footprints first. I ignored Albert and opened the balcony. Bang. It's cold. I turned on the flashlight on my phone and approached the footsteps. It really is a Santa hat, and there are footprints in front of it. I followed the footprints all the way. At the same time, I found a few spots of blood on the floor in addition to the footprints. This blood, whose is it? You know whose it is. Who's there? It's me. The snow on the ground was slowly dyed red, turning into a sea of red. What's going on? Don't you remember me? A huge shadow was approaching me. Ah! Bad End 2. Buried Memories. Oh, I guess I just got murked. Oh, that is so unfortunate. Well, back to here. We're just gonna respond to Albert. I closed the curtain and dashed to the door of my room. As soon as I opened it, I saw a reassuring face. Albert, Yandere.
Why's your face so pale? Did something happen?
I told Albert about what just happened, but when we opened the curtain again, the hat and the footprints had disappeared. Huh? Where did it go? Yandere.
Is your brain seeing things again?
Again? No, I just saw it. It was real.
You're worse than I thought.
Whoa, hey! Hang on a second, don't gaslight me. I'm perfectly fine, perfectly sane, nothing's wrong with me at all. What?
Come with me.
What? Why should I? Albert walked out of the room holding my hand. Aww.
Here you go.
Hot chocolate.
It's not as good as when you used to make it, but...
I took the mug, and the warmth of the hot chocolate milk reassured me. It tastes good.
Really? I'm glad to hear that. You feel better?
Yeah, I feel a lot better now. Maybe you're right. Maybe the stress was just getting to my head.
Poor baby. You're so exhausted.
He touched my head.
This really is just like back then. Time hasn't changed too much, has it?
I saw things before.
You said you saw Santa hats, blood, and Santa Claus with a knife. And that was on the nights when you didn't have bad dreams.
Really? I have had strange visions from time to time after the accidental death of my adoptive parents and the disappearance of the relatives. It's especially bad in the Christmas months. After leaving Snowflake Island and leading a busy life, I gradually forgot about it.
Actually, I thought you would never come back to Snowflake Island. What happened to your adoptive parents? I thought it would hurt you too much to see this place again. When you first showed up, I thought maybe it was just my imagination. But I must have been right.
Albert?
Either way, I'm not about to let you hate this place. From now on, only remember the good things that happened on Snowflake Island.
Easier said than done, but I guess I'll try.
As the temporary master, I'll gladly help you in any way.
There's no way you can really help me. I miss them so much. I just want them back. I'm scared, Albert, but you're still by my side, even though I'm an emotional mess. Why do you care about me so much? Oh, here I go again. I probably look stupid, right?
You're so silly.
Oh.
Still the same. Inside, you're still the same kind, gentle girl. Rely on me as much as you want. You're the most important person to me.
I didn't know what this kiss meant, and I closed my eyes sheepishly.
Now that you're back, I've got to get this place in order. I'll make sure you have a comfortable stay here. No more sad things, okay?
Come on. Don't worry about me, Albert. I'm fine.
It's my job. I'm the owner of this island.
I noticed his eyes were slightly different than usual.
Alright, you should go to sleep.
Well, I guess I am a little tired.
Do you want me to carry you to bed?
No need.
Okay. Good night.
Good night, Albert.
Gotta get busy tomorrow.
That expression is very attractive, I will let you know right now.
Did you sleep well last night?
I slept pretty good after talking to you.
Oh, really? Then why don't we sleep together tonight?
Yeah, sure, I'll take you up on that. Bet you weren't expecting that, huh?
I could talk to you all night.
Oh, I was thinking we'd do something else all night, but alright. What are you talking about?
You look so cute when you blush. I'm just kidding. Oops. I've gotta go.
Where to?
I've gotta get some work done. I'll meet back up with you as soon as I can. Why don't you take a walk around the island? Take the whole place back in. But don't have too much fun. Oh, yeah! Goodbye, hug! Bye-bye.
We were childhood friends, but our distance became strange after I returned. Is it just me? Or maybe I just haven't seen him for too long? I'm afraid I'll have other thoughts about him. What, of the pervy kind? No, let's not think too much about it. I need some fresh air now. Where to go? To the graveyard. I'm gonna go visit my adoptive parents. I bought some hydrangeas that they liked from a nearby florist. Graveyard. The headstones are really dusty. Is someone cleaning them regularly? Someone's face comes to mind. I place the flowers on my adoptive parents' graves. Hey Mom, hey Dad, how have you been? I'm sorry I haven't come to see you in such a long time. I hope both of you are doing okay. I brought your favorite flowers, Mom. Hydrangeas. You always used to put them around the cafe. I quit my job. It's really not easy living in the city. It's nice to be home, but it's just different now that you're gone. One Christmas, that night, my adoptive parents and I were on our way out to celebrate Christmas. Come on, Daddy. Can't you tell me what you're getting me for Christmas?
Hey, it's a secret.
But I want to know. Please? Mommy?
No, honey, it's a surprise. By the way, is your little boyfriend coming tonight?
She's been obsessed with that little Claus boy. It's all we hear about.
He's not my boyfriend. I'm being serious. He isn't. My doll. Dad, my doll fell out. Can you stop the car?
Hold on, let me pull over.
Hey, don't walk out on your own.
Here it is. Mommy, Daddy, I got it. Oh, great. As I turned my head with the doll, an out-of-control car behind me suddenly crashed into our car. Daddy? Mommy? I approached the car, and the two calling my name a second before were not moving a muscle. I tried to wake them up until the ambulance came, but they never responded to me again. That's how I watched my adoptive parents die in front of me. Well, that sucked.
Ah, that's the girl, isn't it? Mr. and Mrs. Huss's adopted daughter.
Isn't it kind of suspicious how she was the only one who survived? I mean, she never even got hurt.
I'm 5 years old.
I don't see a single tear on her face.
That's just ominous. You could never convince me to adopt a little creep like her.
You know what? How about I dig you a new grave?
My son goes to the same school as her. He told me.
Hasn't anyone ever taught you not to gossip at someone's funeral?
What?
Whose kid is this? I ought to teach you a lesson myself.
Careful. He's from the Claus family.
Sorry.
Some people.
The women who had been talking so much immediately bowed their heads and dared not to speak. Albert walked right up to the stone chair without even looking at them.
Hey.
Albert. I looked at him and wanted to thank him for speaking up for me, but I couldn't speak a word. He sat beside me.
Would you like some hot chocolate?
He pulled a cup out of nowhere.
This is my first time making it, so I hope it's good.
I took a sip. A wave of warmth entered my body, awakening it in an instant. I cried again.
Greg, give me the umbrella and leave us alone.
Young master, you'll catch a cold if you sit out here too long.
I don't care. Can't you see? I have to stay here with her.
I see. We'll be waiting for you in the car.
I was drinking hot chocolate and crying. I don't know how long I cried except that the funeral guests had all left, but Albert was still sitting beside me. He kept holding my cold hand. I still remember what he said.
Please don't cry. It's Christmas. This is your favorite holiday, and you deserve to be smiling.
I mean, that's all well and good, Albert, but my parents are dead.
I'll always be here for you.
Why is the memory so vivid? After coming back to Snowflake Island. That's why I've been afraid to come back. I forgot something very important too, but I know once I remember, I can't go back. Yinny, Albert, aren't you busy at work? Are you crying? What are you talking about? I'm not a crybaby.
Liar. Look who's crying again.
Where did you show up from? What are you doing here?
Greg told me that you asked him where you could get hydrangeas on the island. It didn't take much else to figure out you'd be here.
He placed the hydrangea in front of the grave.
It's been a long time, Mrs. Huss and Mr. Huss.
Shouldn't you be busy working?
You're the one who came down here without telling me. Don't you think they want to talk to their future son-in-law?
Their future what now? Son-in-law? Since when have I been planning to marry you? Albert reached out to wipe away my tears.
I just came here to make sure you don't cry alone. I'll keep you company. We'll face whatever it is you're facing together. Take your time.
My heart started beating uncontrollably. Why is he always so gentle with me? This just keeps happening again and again, doesn't it?
Uh-huh. I'm glad you still remember some things.
The hot chocolate you made back then was so bad, it's impossible to forget.
Ouch!
You definitely improved.
Well, why don't you inherit the cafe? And everyone can taste your hot chocolate. Or just marry me and fill me full of hot chocolate every day.
Albert, we're at a cemetery.
Well, I'm not joking.
Albert went back in a hurry because of work. He really didn't need to come. Although I am a little happy. Thanks to him, I'm not drowning in sad memories. There's still time. Where should I go? Shopping Street. It's been a while since I've been back. So what has the shopping street become? Most of the shops are still intact, except for several new shops. That's great. It's almost the same as before. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I recognize a bunch of these snacks. I walked into the grocery store I used to go to when I was a kid to buy coffee beans for my parents. Mrs. Moon's still not here. Welcome.
Ah, look who it is.
Mrs. Moon.
It's been a long time. You've grown up so much.
And you're still as young as ever.
You are so sweet. Is your city life going well?
I just quit my job. The city life didn't really suit me.
So you're coming back to run the cafe?
How did you know?
Oh no, I guessed. After all, when you were a kid, you always said you wanted to run a cafe like your parents.
Oh, by the way, Mrs. Moon, have you heard from my aunt and uncle? A few years ago, they suddenly disappeared. I thought they'd gone to the city, but the entire time I was there, I never saw them anywhere.
Why do you bother trying to find them? You know how they treated you. I mean, they practically abandoned you.
I know, but they're my adopted relatives. My only relatives. Anyways, have you heard anything about them?
I don't think so.
Why is she acting a little weird? She's got that twinkle in her eye.
But don't worry about it.
I mean, I'm worried about it.
Just forget about them for now, okay?
If you say so.
I need to pick up my son from school. Do you mind if we get back to this later? Oh, and if you decide to inherit the cafe, I promise I'll stop by every day.
Is the whole town just in cahoots and they just want me to move back? Alright, I'll see you later, Mrs. Moon. I stepped out of the grocery store puzzled by Mrs. Moon's reaction. Why is she acting like she knew I was coming back? She gets flustered when I talk about my aunt and uncle. Just what is going on? There's still time. Where should I go? To the school. It's been a while since I've been back. Let's visit my alma mater. It was about time for the students to leave. As Christmas break is approaching, students are excitedly discussing their holiday plans. They look happy. I used to go to the same school as Albert, and he used to hang around me after school. Since my aunt and uncle who care for me don't like me very much, I go to Albert's house after school to do my homework and play games to avoid them. It wasn't until one Christmas, when my aunt and uncle suddenly disappeared, that I decided to stay and live in the city, and Albert went to study abroad. In that case, we spent almost daily together on the island. Why am I suddenly remember what happened last night? I stood there like a fool, red-faced. Do I know you? Someone stood before me. It's my old classmate, Sharon. Sharon!
It's been a long time. When did you get back?
I just got back yesterday. I didn't even know you were a teacher here.
Yup. I haven't seen you in forever. You've gotten prettier. The city did wonders for you.
And you're as cute as ever. By the way, are you and Paul still seeing each other?
Paul? Oh, yeah. You don't know. I broke up with him. I don't even know where he is now.
Oh, sorry.
It's fine. Hey, are you free tomorrow night? Maybe we could catch up with some old classmates of ours? They're still here on the island, you know.
You think they'd want to?
Of course! Everyone's been dying to see you.
How does everyone know I've been back? I've only been here for like a day. Hello? Really? Yeah.
Great! I'll see you tomorrow night then. I'll send you a message with the address when I get home.
Okay, see you then. I'm so happy that someone still remembers me after so many years. It's good to be back. Maybe I should ask Albert too. He used to go to the same school.
Welcome back.
You don't need to hug me every time we see each other. My heart's beating way too fast.
Sorry.
Albert let go in disappointment and I could see his ears droop. He looks like a big puppy. Anyways, guess who I met at school today? I was so excited to tell Albert about my day. I thought he would smile and be happy for me like usual. But as soon as he finished listening, he gave a stony expression.
Don't go.
Huh?
I said don't go to that classmate get-together.
Why not? I haven't seen Sharon and the rest of them in years.
I don't want you to go. They're not nice people.
Since when have you been in charge of what I do? They're my friends and I'm going to go see them.
No.
And how do you know all about this anyway? I didn't even say anything.
Am I not good enough for you?
Dude, what?
Sometimes I just want to lock you up.
Buddy, hey, Albert. He approached me but with a different aura than usual.
I could keep you there forever and I'd be the only one with the key.
Alright, you gotta put that away, your Yandere is showing. If you wanna whip something else out, you can whip out the thing in your pants instead.
No one would find you. And then, you'd be all mine.
He held out his hand to me. Back off! I stepped back and Albert was surprised by this. The outstretched hand stopped in midair then slowly dropped.
You know, I'm just kidding, right?
Well, it's not funny.
Sorry, I'm just...
Albert, you're scaring me.
Do whatever you want. I don't care. Just don't stay out too late.
Are you sure?
Of course. Have fun tomorrow. Good night.
Good night. Back to the usual Albert. But what was that? Why doesn't he like our old classmates? Did something happen between them? The next day, Albert woke up and ate breakfast with me as if nothing had happened. Then he went to work alone again. It was 7 p.m. I followed the address Sharon gave me and arrived at the restaurant.
Hey, this way!
Sharon waved warmly at me as soon as she saw me, and some familiar faces were sitting next to her as well. Honestly, I was so concerned about Albert's words since yesterday. I was scared that there might be some danger, but I was relieved to see that they were all old classmates that I knew. Albert was just too worried.
How's life in the city been? Yes! Come on, we've been dying to hear from you!
Okay, I'll tell you all about it. It was like going back to school. I had a great time talking to everyone. I didn't notice how Sharon was looking at me. I totally thought you guys had all forgotten about me. I can't thank you enough for asking me out to dinner.
How could we forget about you? You were our best friend.
Of course! We all missed you so much when you left.
It's impossible to forget someone like you after everything that's happened.
What?
You know.
Why can't I see well all of a sudden? My head is heavy. And why is everyone looking at me? Who are those boys coming in from outside? Oh, good lord, no! Oh, Sharon, you bitch. It's cold. Where am I?
Good morning.
Sharon! I slowly opened my eyes and saw Sharon sitting not far away. Where am I? My surroundings startled me awake. It was a basement-like room without a window, with only an intermittently flickering light bulb hanging in the middle. Why am I here? I can't move. I realized that my limbs were tied up. What's happening? Sharon, what's going on?
Oh, you're still naive as ever.
Did you do this? I realized there were two big men standing behind Sharon. Where's everyone else?
They all went home. You didn't really think that any of our old classmates actually liked you, right?
What, so you commit a felony by kidnapping me? But we're having a good time. I remember. You know what? I'm going to wax one of your eyebrows off.
Oh, I'm laughing my ass off. Looks like we all did a pretty convincing job. Of course, I did have to pay them to pull it off. Those bitches run on money.
My mind is in a state of confusion. Why are you doing this?
For revenge, of course.
What the hell did I do? Did I shit in your cereal? Revenge?
You know it's your fault that Paul walked away from me. He was everything. I was totally ruined.
Didn't you say that you broke up with him?
Break up? Why in the world would I do that? And the nerve of you to bring him up yesterday.
I don't understand. I didn't do anything.
Shut up! Paul was kicked off this island back when you pulled your little, oh no, he's bullying me stunt. For all we know, he's dead.
You could have gone after him, if you really loved him.
And it's not just Paul. It's a lot of people. Anyone who even comes near you gets screwed over in the end.
Wait a minute. What are you talking about? I don't even remember being bullied.
Of course. You don't remember because of your damned guardian knight, Albert Claus.
Did you say Albert? I mean, Albert's probably coming over here to just kill you.
You were just a poor orphan. But then you got knocked up by Claus's little son, and now you act like you're the queen.
Sharon, how old are you? Are we 12? This is very embarrassing behavior. Poor orphan. Is that how you've always seen me?
Really a question? The fact that you think anyone would want to be friends with you is amazing.
Are you 15?
Everyone at school knew that you were the only one who survived that traffic accident. Even your parents couldn't survive the curse. You're like the plague. You spread and infect everyone. So now, I'm doing the heroic thing and stopping it.
You need to grow up and get some help. You're insane.
No, I'm brave. I'm the one finally standing up to you. You've infected Albert too. The town saw how he changed when he met you. And somehow, it was even worse when you left. You've got him addicted to you. People are dying. People are dying all because of you! Do you know how scared we all are?
I am convinced you are 11 years old and still in high school. Every time she said that, it was like a pinprick in my heart. Personally, for me, if somebody came up to me and said this stuff, they'd just be clapped across the face. I never knew I was so hated by other people. You're not a hero, Sharon.
Shut up! Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up!
You're doing a terrible thing. Stop trying to justify yourself. Yes, honestly, if you wanted to do the terrible thing, at least own it. Let's not hide behind heroic deeds and everything, then maybe I'd have more respect for you as a person. It's one thing to have had no empathy for me when I lost my parents, but to look down on me and hate me, that's another. Not really. No. You guys are just jealous of me. Oh dear.
What? You're demented!
You just refuse to admit that me and Albert are the good ones. He's the only one who defended me. You better not insult him.
Don't insult him? Do you have any idea how horrible of a person he is?
Is this the pot calling the kettle black?
He's just like you. But I know how to keep you both from hurting anyone else. And I'm starting with you. Albert finally gets to know what it feels like to lose someone he loves too.
I mean, you could have gone after Paul. The two big men behind Sharon nodded silently and then came towards me. No! Get away from me! Damn it, the rope is too tight! Come on, someone help me! I closed my eyes in fear as I watched the two big men prepare to remove a— Whoa, hey! Don't— Huh? I can see the two big men kicked to the ground and passed out. Hehe, you're so hot for that.
Well, looks like I got here just in time.
You're so hot for that, Albert. Maybe I'll forgive you for earlier. The man in front of me made me feel more at ease. Albert!
Now you know I was right, don't you?
I nodded desperately and wept unconsciously because I was so relieved.
Sharon, nice to see you.
Hey, you should get her as well.
I have put up with this for so many years. Just for today.
Albert pulls a spiked bat out from nowhere and puts it against Sharon's neck.
Shut up. Before I kill you, I have a question. You don't seem to understand the definition of bullying. Putting trash in other people's lockers, writing insulting sentences on other people's desks, and ruining other people's gym clothes and textbooks is what you would call a little bit of bullying, right?
That's quite a lot of bullying. What's he talking about? Why didn't I notice anything? Then I remember my locker and table were always suddenly cleaned, and I blamed Albert for wiping off my locker's treasured stickers. So he's been hiding these things for me.
What's your point?
I don't have a problem with bullying. What I have a problem with is your beloved Paul trying to drop a potted plant on her head. He was a little rat. You should thank me for curing the community of him. But instead, you're trying to get revenge on me. You've even kidnapped an innocent girl. You're really messed up, you know that? Anyways, now it's just you and me.
He's gonna murk her, isn't he? Albert gave me a horrible look I'd never seen before. And I should have stopped him, but I didn't open my mouth.
I knew it would be like this. Do I really have no way to deal with you?
I felt the sound of running coming from behind me and immediately reacted. Albert, watch out! I moved my body hard to knock Albert off his feet, but it was too late. The man in the back stabbed Albert and blood flowed from his body. Albert sat on the floor in pain. The rope came off my body at some point and I immediately flew to his side. No, no, no.
It hurts.
You can't hurt him.
I finally managed to hurt you! Now you know what pain is.
You need to get a life. I looked at the wounds on Albert's back. The sounds around me began to fade. A red filter has been added to my eyes. They did this to him.
I'm okay. Don't worry.
Go ahead and think you're a hero. Either way, I'm gonna send you both to hell!
Jesus Christ. I don't know, like, what the hell happened, but she just peeked right into the red and blew my ears off. Yinny, am I doing something? Are we going Super Saiyan? With her red eyes, the woman named Yinny deflected the man's attack with her bat without saying a word. She hit the big man desperately with the strength, not commensurate with her power. Oh, look! I've gone insane! Like a cyborg, she repeated the words while attacking without stopping. She then hit the two men who were knocked unconscious at the beginning. Several people's blood splattered on her and she was covered in it just like the butcher.
Shit! Get off of me! What's wrong with you? Get away from me!
Can I murk her now? As Sharon prepares to attack the wounded Albert, Yinny runs like the wind and knocks Sharon away. She kept hitting Sharon and didn't stop even though she begged for mercy. Yinny ignored her and was ready to keep fighting. A needle stabbed her in the neck, causing her to stop instantly.
Alright, that's enough. Good girl. Go to sleep now. Oh, my blood, it really worked. It might be better to kiss you directly next time.
What the hell? Albert pulls the syringe out and lets Yinny fall into his arms.
You were worried about me, weren't you?
Now you know why I didn't want you spending time with her.
It proves that I'm the most important person to you. Luckily, I've been working on my muscles, so the knife didn't go too deep. I can still carry you to bed easily.
Haha, very funny.
Don't worry, I'll take care of you. Just like I always have.
Is Sharon dead? That's all I want to know. The sun is so bright outside. I opened my eyes and tried to get up from the bed, but the muscles in my body hurt like hell. What the?
Are you awake?
Albert was sleeping on the edge of the bed, holding my hand the whole time. Where am I? Looking at the tape on his face. The events of last night played out in my head like a walking light. The memory is still blurred, but the image of Albert being wounded is the only one that is very clear. I immediately hugged the man before me, fearing he was just a hallucination on my part. Albert, oh thank God.
Ah! Careful! My back!
Sorry, are you still alive? I thought you were dead.
Calm down. I'm stronger than you think.
But you were stabbed.
It was just a scratch.
No, Albert, no, I saw...
I'm fine. But now that my handsome face is scarred, will you ever be able to look at me the same?
Are you kidding me? You're still handsome. Just never mind. What happened after I passed out?
You don't remember anything?
Not at all. How did we get out of here?
I just stood up and fought back.
You idiot! Why didn't you just run away when you got hurt?
Because they didn't just hurt me, they hurt my baby.
And you're what now? Baby? Ah, forget it. What happened afterwards? What did they do to you?
How could they do anything to me? I was trained for stuff just like this as a child.
I almost forgot. As a descendant of the Claus family, he grew up undergoing rigorous training alongside his older brother to ensure self-protection.
I knocked them out and handed them over to the police.
Thank God you weren't injured again. I breathed a sigh of relief but immediately felt self-conscious. I can't believe I trusted her of all people. You're right. I should have listened to you. I'm so sorry. This is all my fault.
How could it be your fault? That bitch crossed the line.
My heart vaguely tingles when I think about what Sharon said to me last night.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay. I never knew someone could hate someone else as much as she did. I mean, she was willing to kill me, and even knew if it meant she could get her way. Hey, Albert, am I a terrible person? Is that why she hates me?
Of course not. Don't you even think that. You are the most gentle and kind person I have ever met. Even if you're a little naive, that just makes you cuter. Don't you dare start acting like what she said was true. She's just jealous of you. Humans are so ugly. Except me.
Albert, I forgot everything that happened here after my parents died. Why didn't you tell me what happened before?
I don't want you to get hurt.
Nobody said that's your job. I had a right to know.
I don't care if it's my job. The only thing I care about is your feelings.
And I'm telling you, I wanted to know.
I just want you to smile at me.
He said with a relaxed look, as if it was a matter of course.
Besides, as a member of the Claus family, it would be a dishonor if I couldn't even protect the people beside me.
Why? Why me?
Because you are the most important person in my life.
Huh? What? Oh, come on, Albert, enough of that already.
I'm serious. I've loved you since the moment I saw you. You're the only one that matters to me.
The temperature on my face gradually rose.
Hey, look at me. Do I look like I'm joking?
Albert's eyes looked straight at me, and I'm sure that he was not joking.
Because I'm not. I'd never joke about this.
Wait, what could you possibly love about me?
All of it.
He came close to me.
I love the way you look.
Oh dear.
I love the way you smell. I love the way you speak to me, the way you make hot chocolate for me, the way you comfort me. I love everything. And now that I've told you how I feel, do you love me too?
He leaned close to my ear and whispered. My brain was instantly softened into a cotton flower.
Answer me.
Yes, I do. I answered without hesitation and knew my mind better than I thought. I do like Albert a lot.
Really? I'm so happy. God, you look so cute.
Albert moved his body back to the bed and looked at me with joy.
In that case, let's go out on our date on Christmas Eve. Shall we?
A date?
I want our first date to be one to remember. Sounds like a plan, right?
Wait, this is going way too fast.
What? How? We're in a relationship. That's not too hard to understand, is it?
My brain is again in disarray, unable to say half a word.
Well, looks like my baby needs some time to digest.
He gently stroked my reddened face with a smug smile.
I'll give you some time to think. You'll need all the rest you can get if you want to be ready by Christmas. You just stay here and get that rest.
Where are you going?
I need to deal with some things.
Alright.
What, you already miss me?
No. Albert looked surprised and happy, as if he had heard something unique.
This is getting harder and harder by the minute.
The thing in your pants?
Are you trying to seduce me? It's working.
Wow, whip it out.
What should I do? What should I do? Now I really don't want to leave you. But I must.
Albert gave me a light kiss on the forehead.
I'll be back soon. Be a good girl and wait for me.
You.
If you need anything, just tell Greg or call me. Bye-bye.
Okay. I watched Albert's figure disappear behind the door. My heart's still beating fiercely because of what just happened. So, we're now a couple. Before I came here, I didn't expect to go this far with him. I thought we'd always be a little closer than friends. Although I did have a crush on him, I didn't think Albert would have such strong feelings for me. Not to mention that he's done so much for me. I would like to do something for him if I could. What did he mean when he said he liked what I did for him? I decided to walk around the house to clear my mind. Although my body still hurts, walking around a little should be fine. No one's here. Is everyone asleep? A figure flashed on the other side of the corridor. Who's that? It's me, Mia. Where are you? I looked around, but there was no one in sight. I don't think I'm hallucinating after I fainted yesterday, right? I'm here. Although I couldn't see clearly, there's a red figure that was on the other side of the corridor. What do you want from me? Come and catch me. Look, I don't really want to. I don't like running. Wait, I recognize that voice. I heard that sound on the first night I came here. As expected, a red hat appeared on the floor of the corridor. The Christmas Butcher. His name comes to my mind. No way. Why is it here? Maybe there's a thief from outside. But this is the Claus's home, where security's tight and no outsiders are likely to enter. I decided to follow the suspicious figure. Wait a minute! It looked as if it wanted to play ghost hunt with me, and jumped down from the stairs as fast as it could. Stop! But my muscles didn't listen to me, and my body just hurt when I ran. Bam! When my body was about to fall down, someone held me.
Are you alright?
Who? Oh, you're kinda pretty, aren't you? A familiar figure caught my eye.
It's you.
He's Liam. Liam Claus, Albert's second brother. I used to see him when I came to Albert's house.
It's been a long time. You've grown up a lot.
You're very pretty, and you've gotten more mature yourself, Liam. Liam is still as cold as ever. Okay, well maybe I like that. I always get very nervous when I talk to him. Maybe I like that as well. Albert said you went abroad. Are you back already?
No, I just returned to get a few things. I'll be leaving in a bit.
Oh, I get it.
It looks like the kid got what he wanted.
Huh?
Nothing. Just talking to myself.
Do you know anything about your brother's weird, screwed up obsession with me?
Why were you running down the hall in such a hurry?
Would you like to know, Weather Boy? I thought I saw someone suspicious and guess I just ended up chasing them down the hall.
Suspicious? This house wouldn't let bugs in easily, are you sure?
Bugs? Maybe I'm just too tired.
You should take care of yourself. You're liable to go crazy if you don't.
What does that mean?
Liam, you're walking too fast.
Suddenly, a pink-haired girl appeared beside Liam. Miss Aethra. She is the maid who used to follow Liam.
Oh, hello, dear. It's been such a long time.
You don't know yet, do you? Aethra is my fiancée.
What? You're not single?
Liam, didn't we agree not to disclose it?
She's a close friend of ours. There's no need to hide anything from her.
I've always thought their relationship was slightly different from the normal master-servant relationship. Well, congratulations to you both.
I'm so happy to see you again, sweetheart. You've grown up into such a beautiful woman.
Aethra excitedly took my hand, and she was as kind as ever. Thank you, same to you, Miss Aethra.
That's funny. That smell.
I'm sorry I farted. Her expression suddenly became a bit stunned.
Why do you smell like that?
Excuse me?
No, but you shouldn't be, but she...
What is she talking about? She showed a worried expression that looked really hard to explain. Miss Aethra, are you alright?
Aethra.
Liam gently patted Aethra on the back.
Don't worry about her. She's had an exhausting day. She's alright, Aethra. Nothing's wrong.
You know what? Why are you all lying to my face, huh? I can tell! I'm alright, really, Miss Aethra. Okay, now I'm lying to myself.
You'd better go rest now. Make sure to conserve your energy. And we'd better leave.
Really? Aren't you gonna see Albert?
We can see each other whenever we want. I'm really not interested in him right now. Come along, Aethra.
But she...
Don't make me repeat myself.
That is no way to treat your fiancé.
No, alright. I'm leaving now, sweetheart. Make sure to take care or, you know...
Sure, you too. Bye, Liam.
Ignore the voice. It isn't real.
What? Aethra didn't explain any further. Instead, she just gave me a reluctant hug and left with Liam. What does she mean? Is there something on me?
Liam, I smelled something on her. You knew all along, didn't you?
I have for quite a long time.
But we have to do something quickly. If she doesn't...
Don't worry, darling. She's safe for now.
That sounds like a poor excuse. I returned to the room in disbelief. Although my body still hurt, I didn't want to stay in the house like this. The figure of the suspected Christmas butcher filled my mind. I wonder if I can find something related in the library. I also have to go and prepare a Christmas gift for Albert. Head to the library. Let's go to the library first. It's been a long time since I've been here. It's gotten more and more prominent again. The library was also built by the Claus family. Albert and I used to come here occasionally to study. It'd be nice to ask him to come here to read a book together someday. I almost forgot why I came. I need to find information about the Christmas butcher first. However, I searched almost the entire library and there was no relevant literature, only some less credible interview reports. Well, I guess that's all there is to it. I thought I could find some useful books, but I guess it's just an illusion. While I was deep in thought, I accidentally bumped into someone else. Oh, the information in my hand was now scattered all over the floor. Sorry, I was so deep in thought I didn't see you.
It's fine.
The person in front of me was a boy with a school uniform who looked younger than I was. And the school uniform doesn't belong to the school on this island. Is he a traveler? He helped me pick up the paper on the floor. Wow, what a beautiful face. He's simply stunning, unlike a human. Thank you.
Looks like you're in trouble.
No, I just couldn't find what I was looking for.
May I ask you a question?
Are you a god? Like what?
Do you think that human curiosity more often leads to good things or bad things?
Good things? Why is he suddenly asking a stranger this kind of inexplicable question?
It's okay if you don't want to answer.
Could this be his homework? He has to ask someone else's opinion, right? Don't worry, it's a good question. Good things. I think curiosity is a good thing because it brings discoveries and possibilities. He closed his eyes for a moment.
Thank you for answering. Then again, it's not my homework. This is for you. I finished reading it.
What is it?
There should be something in here that you want to know.
I took the picture book in his hand. The book's title was The Legendary Island, and the picture book seemed very old.
Although, the book is incomplete, so the rest is up to you.
How do you know what I want to know? But as soon as I looked up, the boy in the school uniform disappeared. Where has he gone? What a strange kid. Where did this picture book come from? Forget it. Anyway, this is the only reference to see what can be done. I opened the book, and the text inside was handwritten in addition to the illustrations. A long, long time ago, there was a place called Mommy Island. It's a small island with beautiful scenery, rich resources, and most importantly, a habitat for mermaids near the coast. The mermaids on Mommy Island could transform into a human form. Some of them went to human cities to experience human lives. One day, a wealthy businessman wandered onto the island and was rescued by one of the mermaids. This businessman got better under the care of the mermaid. Soon after, the two fell in love and had a child. The man decided to settle there, so he bought the island and built a residence and some constructions. Besides him and the mermaids, a few selected humans got to live on the island too. But to preserve the presence of outsiders who had ulterior motives with the mermaids, the businessman put in place several measures to conceal the presence of the mermaids. But the happiness only lasted 10 years. A group of outsiders invaded the island and targeted the mermaids. The businessman tried to stop them by protecting his children and wife. In the end, he died in the dispute. The mermaid, who was too late to stop everything, rushed to the scene, hugged her dead lover and wept. She was so angry, she decided to use all her strength to take revenge on the selfish humans. That's a terrible curse. Just as I got to the book's most intense part, I realized it was the last page. Is this the end? Am I a mermaid? What a strange story. However, I wonder what this story had to do with the Christmas butcher. Why on earth would that student show me this? The Mommy Island described in the book is similar to Snowflake Island, but the mermaid or something, this is the first I've heard of it. Will there be a sequel to the picture book? I wonder why I'm curious about what happens next. I took the picture book to the library counter and asked for it, but I was told it was outside the library's collection, let alone the sequel. What's wrong? Why is there a book that doesn't belong here? Did the student just bring it himself? But how would I give it back to him? I walked around the library but couldn't see the student, and no one had seen him even after asking the staff. He hasn't left Snowflake Island, has he? Never mind. I had to keep it for him first. Well, I guess the end result is I didn't find anything. I guess I'll go for a walk somewhere else. To the school. After what happened last night, I'm actually afraid to go back. The place that was full of good memories suddenly became very strange. When I think of the people who I thought were my best friends hating me all the time, I can't help but wonder what that time really was like for me. Even so, I would like to go again. Girl! When I returned to the entrance of my alma mater, I was calmer than I thought I would be. Why didn't I notice people hating me at that time? Is it because I was so naive? I can't imagine my school life without Albert. Albert has done so much to make me enjoy my life. I can't become so vulnerable. Even after knowing the truth, the place is still full of memories of Albert and me. So, I still don't hate this place.
Hey, did you hear about Miss Sharon?
A few students happened to pass by me, and when I heard Sharon's name, I unconsciously pricked up my ears.
Oh yeah, someone told me that she just decided to drop out of her job and leave the country.
She's dead. Resignation. And she went abroad.
Really? I know she's not here, but why would she need to leave the country?
I don't know, but that's what they said in the staff room.
Is she really gone? Finally! I didn't like her in the first place.
So
Me
real.
neither. She always looked down on everyone, like she was the queen or something.
The boys got further away, and I could no longer hear what they were saying. Sharon was arrested, wasn't she? Understandably, she resigned, but why did she leave the country? But I guess it's just a rumor. Since Albert was the one who sent her to the police station, she'd need more time to get out. I shouldn't overthink it. I should definitely overthink it. Let's go somewhere else. Prepare Albert's Christmas gift. I went to the shopping street and wandered around while thinking about what to get for Albert. Well, it really is hard to decide. Although we send gifts to each other every year, this year's gift had to be special. Because this is the first gift after we became a couple. A couple? I still can't believe it. I immediately blush again when I think about what Albert told me this morning. How can he say something like that so easily? Damn, was he always this charming? And why does he like me so much? Well, the phone suddenly rang and my heart skipped a beat when I saw the caller ID. He called at such a perfect timing? Hello?
Ah, you finally picked up. Honey, what are you doing?
Wouldn't you like to know, weather boy? Honey?
Sorry, you're not used to that yet, are you? Or do you not like it?
I don't really like pet names, I'll be honest. It's not that I don't like it.
So you're shy?
Hey!
So how are you doing?
Fine, I went out for a walk.
A walk? Hey, didn't I tell you to get some rest? It looks like someone is being naughty.
Ew! Well, it's just that you...
Me? Did you miss me so much that you came looking for me?
No, it's not that, it's...
Then what is it?
Look, I'll be home soon. Just forget I said anything.
Alright.
What about you? You never told me where you went.
I went some ways away.
Why are you allowed to be vague? Oh wait, how far away? Did something happen?
Secret. Secret.
It's not something dangerous, is it? You're still injured.
Of course not, my dear. Don't worry. I need to go. See you tonight.
Well...
Bye-bye, honey.
Yeah, he's driving me crazy. The thought of going out with Albert for the first time made my heart flutter with excitement. I need to calm down. I should decide on Albert's Christmas gift. The things he likes. Albert is particularly fond of and good at water sports, but he already has many of them. And I've given them to him as a gift before. Games? We do play a lot of games together and he loves horror games. However, it's not suitable as a gift for the first date. How about... me? No. It's too embarrassing to treat yourself as a gift. Hot chocolate. But I can't just give him hot chocolate, can I? 100 cups of hot chocolate? No, how could he possibly drink that? What should I do? Oh, there is one more thing besides hot chocolate, but that thing takes a lot of space. It's easy to be found out if I'm doing this at his house. What if I do it at the cafe? I do have the key that he gave me. I remember Albert saying that everything inside was refurbished and ready for use. Alright, let's buy some materials and go see. Hello? Well, exactly how I remember it. I'm thankful that Albert did find someone to clean up every day. I tried to open the machines I wanted to use and they all worked. Well, no time for that. Time to get busy. Let's finish this up before Christmas. Yeah, I'm exhausted. But finally, a large part of it's finished. The rest can just be done tomorrow. I looked at my phone and it was already nighttime. It's already that late? I need to head back right now. I quickly organized my kitchen and flew back to Albert's house. When I returned to Albert's, he was nowhere to be found. Are you still outside? My babe. Yes, I'm still outside. But I'll be back soon. Eat first if you're hungry. Don't worry. I'll wait for you to come back. Well, I'll go to the room first and wait for him. Why is Albert's door open? I take a peek inside and it was the same as before. But speaking of which, it's been a long time since I've been in his room. In the past, whenever I came over, we always went to play in his room. Why don't we sneak inside and have a look? It's a little neater than before. I looked around, there were pictures of us together in a cabinet by the wall. Oh, I miss this. This doll was given to him when I was in high school. I can't believe he still keeps it. But as soon as I picked up the doll, the bookcase started to spin. As soon as I picked up the doll, the bookcase suddenly span. Wait, what? There's a room behind the bookcase. What's going on here? Is this a secret room? Unable to resist my curiosity, I stepped into the hidden room. However, the place immediately made me feel uncomfortable. The whole room was covered with strange machinery. A large glass cabinet in the room had several blood bags and syringes hanging inside. Whose blood is this? There was a console-like object filled with information and notes in the center of the room. And there is also a thick old book, The Rules of the Claus Family. Why does the pattern on the cover look so familiar? Oh, the picture book had the same pattern. But why? When I reached out to open the book, I accidentally touched a button on the console, and the big screen on the wall suddenly turned on. Oh shit. How is this clip? It was a place where I was imprisoned last night, and I see myself. I hugged Albert's wounded body and cried so hard I thought I would faint on the floor. However, the next second I stood up. Well, oh yeah, this is the part where I just go fucking insane. My eyeballs turned red, beating up Sharon and the big men that she brought with her. Even if it's not true, that really was me. It was like watching a monster. What? Why would I? I fell to the ground and became difficult to breathe. Some fragmented memories came to mind, and I remember Sharon begging for mercy, and the images of flesh and blood flying around. No.
Babe, that's enough. Good girl. It's time to go to sleep.
Is that Albert's voice in the clip? Why? After the clip is finished, the words record, the tense seizure appear on the screen. In a flash, I began to understand everything. The voice, the Christmas butcher. The words of Miss Aethra. This can't be happening. Am I the Christmas butcher? No! A sharp object stabbed me in the neck. My consciousness began to blur when a familiar voice sounded from behind me.
Hey, I told you to be good and wait for me to come back. Why aren't you doing what I said?
Albert, why?
Come on, darling, be a little clearer. I don't understand one-word questions.
You knew about everything, right?
Of course. Damn it. This is all my fault. I should not have let you run around.
I collapsed helplessly into Albert's arms.
Sleep again, my baby.
What a giant fog. Where am I? As I was walking, I saw a familiar back. Albert? He didn't respond to me. He kept his eyes on a crying child in front of him. It was Albert as a child. At that moment, a dark figure approached the crying child Albert. No way! I opened my eyes and there was a ceiling of Albert's room.
Honey, are you awake?
Albert.
Did you sleep well? Can't believe you fell asleep in my room.
I looked around in a daze and my eyes fell on the doll on the bookcase. Then I remember what happened. My stomach acid rushed to my heart and nausea spread.
What's wrong? Are you alright?
Stay away from me! I'm a monster.
Damn. The medicine isn't working very well, is it?
Albert, you knew about this, right? Why did you hide it from me? And what was that room? And whose blood was that? Sharon and the others. They weren't arrested, were they? Don't tell me they're all dead. And the disappearance of my uncle and aunt. The same thing happened to them, right? I collapsed into a barrage of questions. And Albert just looked at me without saying a word. You know what happened to them, right? Tell me, Albert. Tell me what happened. I murked them.
Honey, you have too many questions.
He was holding a syringe at some point.
Come on, let's sleep again. Just forget all of them. And this time, I'll make sure you don't remember.
I'm gonna pick this one. God, no! I reflexively shook the syringe in Albert's hand, and bright red fluid leaked, staining the sheets. Whose blood is that?
Come on. Be a good girl, won't you?
Ew. Why won't you answer me? I won't let you do it again to me. I want answers. I don't want to forget again.
You're becoming irritating.
Oh geez, sorry. I think I'm allowed to know what kind of substances that you're about to put in me. The words are a tacit acknowledgement of the fact that I was a monster. So it's true. I became that monster and killed Sharon and the others.
Listen to me.
I don't want to listen. Stay away from me. I pushed him away and held my hand in my hands. What have I done? Why did you hide it from me? Why didn't you stop me? Is that why you always wanted me to stay inside? So I'd be forced to stay away from anyone else? So that I couldn't keep hurting people? I always thought, so I'm the monster. That's why everyone hates me.
No! You're not a monster. You haven't done anything wrong. You don't have to feel sorry for those sons of bitches.
Those are some very big words, Albert. Albert grabbed me by the shoulders. I've never seen him so angry with me.
They deserve to die. All they do is ruin the lives of everyone they touch. Someone had to knock some sense into them. They finally paid the price. Besides, if you didn't do it, I was going to anyways.
No, Albert, just kill me already. I can't take this anymore. I sobbed uncontrollably as the fragmented memories caused me pain.
Stop it! Stop saying things like that!
He angrily grabbed a syringe full of unknown blood from his hand and was about to stab me when he stopped. He dropped the syringe on the floor helplessly.
Try it again, okay? I'll go to sleep, forget everything, and wake up with an award-winning smile on your face. I just want you to smile forever. Why can't I even do that?
Albert showed an expression of pain that I'd never seen before, and my heart instantly ached like a tear. I tried to grab his hand, but he turned his head and walked away.
Listen, I'm not going to let you leave here. If you insist on putting yourself in unnecessary pain, go ahead. But you're never going to leave me. I don't care if you're in pain or if you're as happy as a damn rabbit. As long as you're mine.
I didn't realize rabbits were particularly happy. Albert, wait! He walked towards the door without looking back and closed it with a snap, leaving me alone in the large room. I stared blankly at the empty ceiling. I don't know how long had passed, but no matter what, the image of me turning into a monster still comes to mind. Tearful, cruel, crazy. How did I become like that? The feeling of residue on the hands is so scary. I can't breathe, thinking I might have done the same thing before. I never wanted to hurt anyone, let alone kill someone. Please. I just want to die. Alright, that is very 0 to 100. In any case, it's hard for me to accept all of this. I wish it was all a dream. I flexed my body and shrank into a corner. The last time I had a breakdown like this was when my adopted parents left me. Thanks to Albert being by my side, I could smile again. Why does Albert continue to hang out with me even though he knows I'm a monster? He treats me like a normal person and loves me like that. Or could it be that he actually likes me as a monster? At that moment, I noticed a compartment in the cabin next to the bed was not closed. Just as I was about to turn it off, something fell. It's an old notebook. I opened it unconsciously and immediately recognized Albert's handwriting. Is this Albert's diary? No, I can't just look at other people's diaries. A note fell from the diary. Only Yinny and I can read this. Should I read it? Sure. I want to read it even more since it's written like that. Perhaps I can find out what Albert really thinks here. And plus, I needed something to distract me. I slowly opened the diary, and the first started with the day I met him. He started to like me from then. I thought back to the good old days we had, 10 years ago.
I hope I didn't keep you too long.
No, just for a moment. Wait, what's wrong with your face? And your hands? Why are they wrapped in bandages? Did you fight someone? This is no hee-heeing matter. You idiot! I told you no more fighting.
Ouch! Don't pinch me, it hurts! I just hit them because they said something rude.
Don't act like a damn kid. You can't keep hurting yourself like this.
I'm fine.
No, you're not. Look at you.
Come on, give me a hug!
No, we're not doing this.
Please don't be angry. I bought that game you wanted to play. Let's head to my place and play together, okay?
I guess.
Yay! Let's go!
Oh, look at the time. I have to go home.
Can't leave now!
Yes, I can. It's late. If I don't go home, I'll be scolded by my uncle and aunt.
What does it matter? It's not like they care anyways. Why don't you stay overnight at my house?
I know, but they're my only family. Even though they don't like me, I better go back.
I'm your family too, you know.
Did you say something?
Never mind. It's nothing. If you really need to go, how about I drive you there?
It's only a short distance away. I'll be alright. See you tomorrow. Yay!
Wow. She really ran off in a hurry. It's just like a fox chasing a rabbit.
I hope they won't be angry today. Minnie ran home, gasping for breath and hurriedly took off her shoes. As she was about to open the door, she paused when she heard a strange conversation.
That girl is so annoying. Can't she just shut up for 1 second?
I'm not even home right now.
Noisy and troublesome. She's always been that way. She acts so sweet just to rub us up. She's not blood related. What does she want from us?
You could have just not adopted me.
If the townsfolk wouldn't have gotten suspicious, I wouldn't have even thought about taking her in.
What a waste of our hard-earned insurance money.
Oh, dear Lord.
We almost lost everything trying to support her.
He sounds like a children's cartoon villain. Insurance money? What are they talking about?
Why couldn't we have just taken the insurance money and run? We should have offed her before she got the chance to tell anyone.
It's done. There's no use in complaining about it. But, you know, I bet her parents are missing her real bad. Right about now.
What do you mean?
Damn it! How long have you been standing there?
He sounds like Santa Claus in a children's cartoon. You said my mom and dad were killed in an accident. The driver was driving out of control, right? You said it was a drug overdose.
Get out of my way, you useless brat!
Aren't you even gonna defend yourself?
Shh! There's no point in hiding it. There's nothing you can do about it now.
You killed them. Why? Why would you kill your own family?
Isn't it obvious? Their money was enough for us to enjoy for the rest of our lives.
Were you the ones who burned down the cafe too?
Hey, blame them for keeping the will and insurance beneficiary documents in there. We knew those little twits were going to leave all their money to you.
Little twits? Oh my god, what are you, 10?
But of course, when we went searching for it, we couldn't find the damn thing.
How could you do that? Mom and Dad loved you.
The only thing in the world that those bitches loved was you. Just go ahead and try telling the police. They'll never believe you.
Oh dear Lord. Their fierce faces made her vomit. Minnie's breathing somehow started to become rapid. Her vision was gradually tinged with a layer of red. Unforgivable. She had a strong inner voice. Kill them.
How dare you look at me like that?
Oh no, I'm so scared. The man raises his hand and punches Yinny in the face while she stops him with a force that's not hers.
What the?
Yinny's aunt, who sensed something was wrong, tried to attack her, but she avoided it. The girl named Yinny relentlessly attacked the two of them. The two adults taller than her had no power to fight back. Like a robot, she moved her hand without consciousness while tears flowed down her face. She didn't notice the extent that the person in front of her was hurt. Nor did she notice Albert watching it all. He intended to make the first move. Like those guys at school. He'll make anyone who hurts Yinny pay for it. But he had no idea Yinny would suddenly become that way. Realizing it was too late, he ran to the one he liked and hugged her tightly.
Stop fighting. You'll hurt yourself.
Why are we yelling? Looking at her unusual face, he realized it was not the girl he used to know.
Your eyes. Don't tell me you're from that cursed family. No, it doesn't matter.
He held Yinny tightly again.
It's okay. It's okay. Even if you become a monster, I'll always stay by your side.
Yinny had no intention of stopping her attack as she tried to break free from Albert's arms. She bit him hard on the shoulder, but Albert held her tightly in pain.
That really left a mark. It's okay, though. Even if it hurts, the bite truly means something if it's from you.
What if it gets infected?
That's how much I love you.
You should patch that up.
Why are you licking my blood?
Oh god, Yinny, you freak. Soon, Yinny's pupils returned to their original color, and she collapsed in Albert's arms.
Great. It's back to the usual you. Is it because you licked my blood? I guess that's what the book said.
Albert held up the sleeping Yinny and picked up the phone.
Sleep tight, my dear. You need your rest.
Albert looked at Yinny still asleep and gently pushed her hair away.
Poor baby.
He opened a heavy book by his bedside. A rule passed down from generation to generation in the Claus family, which contained the family's history.
I thought mermaids and their human descendants were just fairy tales, but I guess it's true. Now I know why everyone in my family is so good at water sports.
I can't handle the term water sports correctly because that's also the term that people use when they enjoy peeing on each other. Albert turned to one of the pages with the curse their mermaid ancestors had placed on the invaders. To let the selfish humans feel the same pain, the descendants of the invaders will go berserk if their beloved ones are killed or seriously hurt. If they're not treated or leave the island, they'll go berserk until they die, and only the blood of the Claus family members can soothe the berserk state.
But those people, they go berserk until they die. Damn it. Why does it have to be you? You never did anything wrong! I can't let that happen to you. If my blood can heal you, I'll give you all of it. I'll stay here. With you.
The Claus family line cannot leave Snowflake Island before they reach adulthood because of the mermaid physiology. Otherwise, they will die.
If I'm going to heal you, I must endure it. I need you to love me with all your heart.
Albert gently stroked Yinny's face.
I always thought that as long as I stayed by your side, always protected you, always loved you, then you will be okay. As long as the person who stays by your side is me, I'm satisfied. But what would it take to make you love me with all of your heart? What if you knew and then you... I can't even imagine what life would be like without you.
Young master, did you call me?
Greg, is the exchange program our family sponsored before still available?
Yes.
Didn't she say she wanted to visit an outside design school? Let her go.
But, young master, you cannot follow. Your body will...
I know. If I could, I'd want more than anything to keep her with me. However, the curse on her leaves me no choice but to get her as far away from here as possible. This is the only way I can protect her. Also, I need to always know her state and physical condition.
What? Like even when I'm menstruating?
I will send my blood to the doctor there regularly so she can have it in case she needs it.
Understood.
Don't worry, my dear. I will help you arrange everything. The college you go to, the place you work, the bed you rest your head on, and the day you return to me. No matter where you are, I will take care of you. Until the day I see you again, I'll let you fall in love with me wholeheartedly.
See, this just proves how scary people with money are because they can just do whatever they want.
And then I'll never have to say goodbye again.
Look, even Putt-Putt's turning away. After seeing this page, I closed the diary, because otherwise my tears would stain all the pages. I couldn't stop crying. My chest was suffocating with pain. Albert, he's such an idiot. Yes, he is. I never knew he did so much for me. Why? Has he always loved me like this? Giving love to a monster like me? He's such a little simp. Yeah, there's that sound again. The sound that emanates from my body. What do you want from me? Why don't we just use him? Then I can come out all I want. Is my butthole talking? Shut up! Don't you dare hurt him, you monster! He was the one who made you this way. He was the one who ruined your life. Is that really love? Shut up! Stop talking! It's enough. I'd rather just disappear if I have to live like this. At least this time, I'll be protecting Albert. I broke the vase next to the bed and casually picked up a sharp piece and stabbed it at my wrist. However, the pain did not come as I expected. Oh, he's here and he's crying because the fragment stabbed Albert's palm. He's actually very pretty here.
No way. Are you actually thinking about leaving me?
Albert, get your hand... He pulled the shard away as if it were natural, and blood gushed out in large quantities.
You're not acting like yourself. Come on, take your medicine.
I hurriedly tore off part of the quilt and wrapped it around his hand. Are you insane? Leave me alone!
No, you're the one who's insane!
Why are we yelling?
You can't do this, you can't leave me!
What are you talking about? Please just calm down, Albert.
You're the one who needs to calm down!
I'm not the one yelling. He grabbed my hand harder. Is this how it feels to chew 5 gum?
Why do you think I've gone through all this pain for you?
Why are we still yelling?
Don't you understand? I can't live without you! Since the day I met you, you have been the only one in my world. I would do anything for you. I'd die for you. You don't feel the same way, I won't let you go. I'll make you stay with me forever. Even if you don't want to. Even if it makes you hate me.
Oh dear lord. His voice shook slightly, and his eyes are full of tears.
You can't leave.
Was he always this upset? Albert, you... Listen to me. I feel the same way. I love you with all my heart. I can't live without you too. When the whole world abandoned me, you were the only one who stayed by my side. If anything were to happen to you, I don't think I could take that, knowing it would all be my fault. I don't want you to die. That's why I can't stay here.
What the hell are you talking about?
Albert, you know what I'm talking about. I read your diary and I know all about it. Anytime something happens to me, you use your blood to bring me back to normal. What do you think is gonna happen when you use it all up? I mean, if it's used in moderation, it's fine. Well, I'm not gonna stick around to see what that result is. I'm leaving, and that's final. I roll back the covers and plan to get out of here. I should run far away for his sake.
No, you said you loved me, right?
Okay, I see that we are switching up. God, why can't you just believe me, Albert? Albert suddenly pushed me down to the bed and kissed me. Oh, wow.
If we really are in love, then it's alright to do something like this, right?
What are you gonna do?
Open your mouth.
Whoa, hey! As I was about to open my mouth to refute, he pushed his hot tongue in and I was dizzy for a moment. No!
I didn't want it to come to this. I really didn't. When you left me with no other option, prove to me that you really love me.
I'm about to hit you with a chair, and for complete healing, copulation with the adult Claus family bloodline is required, and it requires the wholehearted love of both parties to prove that the sins of the cursed party are forgiven. Wow, so we are really just dicking to save Christmas. Is it because of that? The more he kissed, the more intense the kiss became. With the lips, ears, and neck, the most sensitive parts of my body did not let go. I could not falling into his touch and gave up the struggle. He kept calling my name over and over, saying I love you. In a space that smelled sweet and bloody, we were tangled in each other, not letting go of each other's bodies for a moment. 1 week later, December 24th, the sounds of birds outside the window woke me up. It's morning.
Good morning, darling.
My god, he really did save Christmas with his peanuts. I looked at Albert, who was still sleeping beside me, and I couldn't help but laugh. Oh, good morning. Ever since that night, that voice has not been heard again. Even without Albert's blood, I did not appear to be in a frenzy. And more importantly, the fragmented memories of being a monster are becoming increasingly blurred. And even the residual sense of guilt is gradually disappearing. So the curse has been lifted from me.
Honey, what are you doing?
Sorry, did I wake you up?
I woke up as soon as I felt that you weren't in my arms.
You're such a baby. Do we need to be together 24 hours a day for you to feel at ease?
Do you mean it? You're willing to stick with me 24 hours a day?
That's not what I meant at all.
I hope you haven't forgotten that this is our first date tonight.
Of course I remember. I'm gonna go prepare for it first.
What is there to prepare? That giant chocolate cake.
What? You...
Whoops.
How would you know?
Just guessing.
Liar, I knew you were stalking me. Damn it, I want to surprise you. You're such an idiot.
Wait, please don't go.
Albert scrambled to pull me back into bed with a cute puppy-like expression.
Don't be mad. I'm still super happy knowing you're preparing a cake for me.
Ugh.
I've got gifts and surprises for you as well. I know you'll love them.
I bet it's your dick in a box.
Are you still mad at me?
Furious.
What to do to change your mind? What to do?
He took me in his arms and gave me a kiss.
What about this?
I finally couldn't resist his handsomeness and cuteness. I should say, who wouldn't forgive him? You're too crafty.
Even your angry face is cute, you know? Why don't we continue? Until you're not angry.
Continue with what?
You know what I mean.
He gave me another kiss.
Tell me you love me. Promise me you'll never leave my side.
I promise. I can't leave you either.
You're finally mine. I love you. This is how it's supposed to end.
Best end. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, guys. We saved Christmas with the power of fandangling and, come. A young man stood on a cliff not far away and quietly watched the loving couple.
And they lived happily ever after.
Okay, but who are you? Are you a son from the future?
Or something like that.
The man stroked a purple-red wolf next to him.
Interesting, right? The prince really designed the perfect trap, and the princess never put the pieces together in time. Was her love too blind, or was the deceiver too clever? In any case, he finally got everything he wanted. It's finally over, and the villain has won. Not your typical story, unless you were rooting for him the entire time.
I mean, I wasn't really rooting for anyone. The purple-red wolf seemed dissatisfied.
I hope you're happy with this ending.
That's alright, I guess.
I admit it. I could have done something to stop it.
Hey, why didn't you?
I'll have to pay more attention next time.
Man, you suck.
This island, it slowly drives all of its inhabitants insane. One by one. Then the question is, who's next?
Well, we got the best ending, but I kind of want to try and get all the other endings as well. Alright, instead of leaving this place, we're going to continue to work. But I'm sure the studio would be in chaos if there was no one to do these jobs. Alright, I get it.
Thank you. You're the best employee we've ever had.
If I don't get a raise, I will throw a chair through your window. I slowly left my boss's room and looked at my colleagues who were still discussing their holiday plan. Forget it, it's the same every year. And that's how I spent my Christmas at work. That N1, workaholic. Oh my god, is that me? My god, I need to give myself a break. Alright, we are back here, and this time we will say alright instead of no. What? How can you... What's wrong with you?
Once you go to sleep, you'll forget all about it.
He was smiling, but I could feel the sadness in Albert's eyes. But I don't have the energy left to care. At this moment, I'm really suffering. I hope it's all just a dream. Help me, Albert.
I'll help you.
He pulled me into his arms, and the warmth of his body made me forget the pain of the syringe.
Just go to sleep now. No matter how many times it takes, I'll keep you safe.
He kissed me gently. And with my eyes closed, I did not notice a sad expression on his face. 2 months later.
Good morning.
Albert. I got up from the bed. My body was heavy. Did I accidentally fall asleep again? Have I been asleep for like 2 months? Since Sharon kidnapped me, my body has been acting abnormally. I often unconsciously faint and fall asleep and sleep a few hours or even a full day. And I forget all the things that happened when I fell down. 2 months ago, I collapsed in Albert's room and didn't remember anything. Even the doctor needed help finding out what the problem was. Since I was unfit to work for the time being, I had to stay at Albert's house to recuperate. Yeah, I bet he loves that. I'm sorry, we're just starting to date and I'm already being an inconvenience.
Baby, it's fine. I love taking care of you. No matter what happens, I will take care of you.
He caressed my cheek and kissed me on the lips. My heart beat so fast that it felt like a deer was running wild. Although it's been 2 months since we started dating, I'm still not getting used to it.
You don't like me training you like this?
I mean, I would like some independence back. No, it just... Besides being shy, there is one more thing. I always feel like I've forgotten something important. As a result, an invisible gap was created between Albert and me. Every time I think about it, I get very upset. Albert, you don't look good. Is something wrong?
I don't look good? No, that's not very nice.
That's not what I mean. You're just different. Never mind. Do you think today I could go inside the... Whoa! He didn't answer me. Instead, he gave me an intense kiss. He pushed his tongue so violently that I was instantly deprived of the ability to think. My body lost its balance momentarily and Albert immediately grabbed my waist. Here we go again. Every time I ask him this kind of question, he does it.
Don't think about that anymore.
I really hate when people do that. It's like, I'm here to talk to you about a genuine concern, and all you can do is kerfuff around.
From now on, only think about me. You can forget about all that unimportant stuff. You're mine.
He kissed me while touching my sensitive places. My god, dude, I'm trying to have a serious conversation with you.
You want to try that again?
What does he mean? For some reason, the air smells like sweet blood. I want more. But whose blood is that? I gave up thinking and sank into a bottomless abyss of sweetness and falsehood. Normal end. invisible divide. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. And that was all the endings of Please Don't Hate Christmas. I'll be honest, I really like Albert's character design. I think there's something about like the pale pink eyes and the pink hair that's just like very cute and gets me. I do wish that we got a bit more lore though, like from the beginning, like about the mermaid stuff, because I feel like that kind of jumped onto us very suddenly. And I also do wish that I had more lore about his family as well, because it seemed like the clauses were very important. But yeah, overall, it was an interesting 2 hours, I will say. I think like there's a lot more lore that I want to know, but I know that it's just a short game. Towards the end, it said that the story of the Christmas Butcher has come to an end, but apparently Snowflake Island is still going to get more installments from Rice, so I really hope we see something there. And thank you so much for watching, guys. If you guys like this video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss out on the next video. Also, if you want to hang out outside of videos, I stream on Twitch 3 times a week for you to come over and hang out. And thank you so much again for coming on this adventure with me, and until next time, take care.